This is a message from Tree Shaman. He comes from the Amazon. I'm grateful for this gathering, for the collective energy and the connection of heart and mind that is in this small circle. The energy from this small circle reaches out beyond the earth, beyond the stars. This energy, this source, is aligned with the spirit of creation and trees. The song of the trees is something that is eternal and will always continue. The loss of a grandmother tree is always a sadness, but her song will never disappear. It is important, of course, to understand the importance, the intrinsic part that trees play in the life of the earth. How big or how small or how old or how young they may be. All trees connect with one another and nature, and indeed with humankind, if we wish to connect in return. The song of the trees is something quite joyous to hear if you allow yourself. Its rhythm, its beat, is that of the heart of the earth, and indeed of the human heart. The exhale, the inhale of the trees is also a rhythm, a natural flow and energy. For those who feel connected, it is of no surprise when there is sadness, when a tree of great standing, a tree of memory, a tree of importance, dies or is felled. This one who I speak through grew up in a country that used to be full of great, huge trees. They were the cathedrals, the temples of the land, but they were not considered or seen as such. Now there are a few remnants of these great trees left. Some of them are incredibly old and ancient, and their wisdom is immense. It is also important to imagine and consider the life of the tree, how it is rooted and how it stands firm, and how it reaches for the sun, for the rhythm of the seasons, for the changes in the tree through these seasons. You are all indeed trees of life. The tree's song is never one of judgment. It is always a song of thanksgiving, a song of beauty and connection for mankind. The tree's song always continues. This song is the flow that you have been reflecting on, and the flow of life. As part of this flow, it is important for you to understand your path in universal flow within the earth, within nature, within creation, and within spirit. And in so doing, you will be part of the shift, the change through intuition and wisdom, where you will gain knowledge and clarity of vision. And with that, you will see the need to help restore balance in the earth through intention, through action and thanksgiving, and appreciation of all that is natural, that is created, that lives and exists in this natural world. Symbiotic relationships, the intertwining of all things, the connection of all things continues. Continue with your thanksgiving for the world and for the beauty of diversity. This song is also a great song of thanksgiving for which the trees respond. They hear it and they are grateful. Do you have some questions for me?
Yes. Do these trees still live?
Yes, their essence is very much present. Their song is eternal. It is right and good to mourn the loss of trees. The way of the earth has been obviously one of ebb and flow and shift and change, and sometimes all done in the name of development. Though the importance of trees is still not truly understood or indeed respected by many, it is quite possible to live alongside trees, to not have to attack them or cut them down. These trees have purpose, they have significant meaning and are fundamental to the life of the earth. Where it is possible, it is important for those of you who understand to reach out and nurture, embrace and protect trees and indeed all of creation. Does this answer your question?
Yes, and I am happy they are still living. Do they have a message for us?
They are grateful to be remembered by Karen. They have many memories as well of her and her family, the part they played in their lives. They sense the touch, the presence of those who dwelt around them and underneath them, as much as the animals, the birds, the insects that dwelt within its own branches. There was joy and happiness in many memories and stories, as well as some sadness. This is true of life. The trees absorb so much, and yet they're able to transform this into something that grants life. Send blessing to those who now own the land and are shifting and changing its purpose. Send blessing. Our presence will not disappear from that land, though by sight we are no longer there. Our roots went deep, our leaves fell into the soil and were absorbed. Our presence is still there. We are grateful to be remembered.
It is all a cycle. A cycle. Birth, death, growth. Everything on this planet is layered. It starts from the first small sprout. This happens throughout millions of years, on and on and on. Life, all types of life. They come, they have their time, and sometimes they leave or evolve into something else. But it never stops, continuing over and over, around and around. It is a wheel turning, but each is unique. This is a conundrum, isn't it? Each life, each living thing is its own unique reflection of itself. Here, the angel Gaia lives within the planet. She is the soul of what you call Earth. And she gives constantly, gives, and new life springs up. And in areas with wounds or sickness, life is triumphant and never ceases to change. Sometimes in minutes, sometimes in days, sometimes in centuries, but everything changes. And this is the joy, the beauty, the opportunity to host millions, trillions of life forms, large and small. Each has a part. Each is unique. And this, my friends, is the miracle of this earth, of your surroundings, of which you are only aware of a tiny fraction of the time and of the living beings around you. Some are so small you can't see them, but they're there. And each contributes to this picture, to this vision, to this beautiful blue orb. Now the changes are accelerating. Gaia knows this, and the cycles change. The land between the oceans will continue to change. But this is her purpose. This is something to be grateful for, to send your energy, your gratitude, and your love to this beautiful planet. And even though you're only a short time in each of your incarnations, again, you are unique in each, and so is every blade of grass. It is astounding, and we are so fortunate to live here. Can you hear her? The music that she plays resounds within your being, within your spirit. She drew you here. You came here on purpose, and she has supported you in all the days that you have been here. In the future, until you decide to leave, she will be here for you. It's magnificent. We are grateful for all the gifts, for all the life, and for the cycles. Thank her. We thank you. And with that, we withdraw. I'm glad you're here. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.